Good morning, Carmel. I'm Bridget Call. It's 8:03. To start, some current events from over the weekend. Across the U.S., many people are gathered in cities like Carbondale and Dallas that are in the path of totality for today's solar eclipse to catch a glimpse of the once-in-a-lifetime event. In many smaller towns, a state of emergency has been issued to account for the extreme amount of visitors, and officials have raised safety and utilitarian concerns. For those who are interested in viewing the eclipse, it will be at 97% totality at 2:07 p.m. However, do not look directly at the eclipse without proper protection of eclipse glasses. Mundelein might be lowering food truck fees from $350 to $150 to a mere $25 per year. The reasoning for the proposed change is an effort to keep Mundelein business-friendly and allow for trucks to continue to make a profit. The council will vote on this change tonight at 7 p.m. A nurse at a Crystal Lake Rehab Center was sentenced to 2 years in jail for tampering with patient medications. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office, the nurse was removing morphine from the patients and using it herself. Her term is expected to start on June 28th. An American woman was killed by an elephant in Kaufway National Park while on a safari. According to park officials, the vehicle became stuck in vegetation and could not move out of the animal's way. Up next is Father Christian with Gabby Malley talking about today's Mass.
Portillo's is local. Having so many options near where I live gives me the opportunity to dedicate that extra time into the teams, clubs, classes, and friends that I love the most. Portillo's is fun. Whether it's working with incredible people or getting to serve some of the best food in the world, I can say that I have fun. Portillo's is greatness. Striving to be the best I can be for my future is important to me. Portillo's gives me the space and the drive to become the best version of me that I've always dreamt of.
Portillo's is family. Working at a place that understands me and my life makes all the difference. The scheduling gives me the time to pursue my goals.
Good morning, Carmel. I'm joined by Father Christian to talk about today's Mass. So, Father, what are we celebrating today?
So we're celebrating the solemnity of the Annunciation of the Lord. And as you know, the solemnity of the Annunciation really falls on March 25th. However, this year it was Holy Week. And then the church moves it to the next available weekday that's not a solemnity. So Holy Week is obviously a very special and sacred week. So then after Holy Week, we have Easter Sunday, but then there's the octave of Easter, and those are all Easter solemnities. So this was the next available weekday to celebrate the important solemnity of the Annunciation of the Lord. And that's this great opportunity to be reminded of how the story began. And as we heard on the PA prayer, the Archangel Gabriel goes and announces that good news to Mary, that God wants her to give birth to the Christ child.
That's really special that we get to celebrate that here at Carmel today.
Exactly, yeah.
So I hear that Mr. Price will be leading us in the Salve Regina this morning.
Yeah, so the Salve Regina is a chant that goes back to, at least in the current form that we know, the song and the chant, it goes back to the 12th century. And so it's really an ancient chant, if you will, and it's a chant that really speaks of love and devotion to Mary, our Blessed Mother. And for our Latin scholars out there, as you know, Salve Regina just means Hail, Holy Queen, and that's how the song starts. And it's a way to just more deeply enter into prayer and asking our Blessed Mother to intercede for us as she loves us as a mom does and watches over us and leads us to her son, Jesus.
Thank you so much, Father Christian.
Thank you, Gabby.
Up next, we have Bridget Call with announcements.
Good morning. I'm Kelly Hare with CDN News at 8. The Carmel community held their Stations of the Cross service on Friday, March 22nd. This year, the cast and crew for Stations of the Cross had a total of 134 students from across all 4 grade levels who used dance, music, scripture, and reflection to lead the school in prayer. Additionally, Stations of the Cross was made possible with hard work put in from staff members including Mr. Barclay, Mr. Franklin, Miss Hawk, Miss Falstick, Mr. Meister, Mr. McCone, Miss O'Keefe, Miss French, Miss Kurger, Mr. Paulus, and Father Christian Shu. The preparation for Stations of the Cross involved 5 before or after school practices throughout the month of March. Outside of practices, 4 students wrote their own personal reflections for 4 of the stations. For anyone interested in participating in Stations of the Cross next year, join the Campus Ministry Google Classroom to receive more information. For CDN News at 8, I'm Kelly O'Hara.
Moving on to Carmel News, juniors taking the ACT on Tuesday, April 9th, please check your email for your testing room assignment. This email also includes important information regarding the testing day. As we prepare for Corsairs Care, please remember to send out your fundraising link and continue to raise money. This is an all-school event, so all students should put forth their best effort. I'm Bridget Call, and that was CDN News. Have a magical Monday.